Hello guys, in this tutorial we will be seeing conditional statement. First we'll see if else and then we'll see uh, I mean for loop. So 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 let's first define score variable where we are taking you know integer type of input. Okay, so if we remove integer type, so by default input take store the input as string, that is defined by Python only. Obviously, so suppose you define something else like uh, you know ab5. Obviously this can't be converted it to int, right? But it can be converted into string. It can be stored in string. So that's why globally, whenever input is called, it will store uh, you know whatever we have, like given input it as string, but you can typecast it to integer if you want to make it. So let's say I want to take some score which is test score, and we have defined passing and distinction. So passing mass is 40 and distinction mass is 90. Now I will write if else condition here. So if score, this is how we write if condition. So if, and then we pass the condition. So the condition is if the score, so right arrow is also called as greater than and equal to. Okay, so this is how I am checking the condition. If my score is greater than the distinction, I have topped it. So inside this condition you will write the pin statement. So if it is true, then only the loop will enter here, otherwise it will go to next statement. Again it will, if it is true, then only it will go to this line, otherwise it will go to next statement. And this is how it works in if else. Only if the condition is true, then only it will go inside it, otherwise it will go to next line. Okay, so let's say I am typing this, enter the score. Let's say I have got 60 marks. Okay, now I will check whether my score is greater than distinction, greater than or equal to distinction. So here I am not falling down. So what will happen, I will go to next line. So next line, what I am checking, I am checking if my score is greater than passing marks, which is 2. Up till here I am true. Now I am checking again another condition, which is if my score is less than distinction. True and true, what happens? Obviously true. So if I print true and true, what it will return, it will return true. So that's why you can see it will enter in this loop and it will return me passed. Again it will check this statement, if my score is less than passing marks. So again this condition is failing, so obviously it will not going to enter here. So let's run it and see the output. So the return is you have passed. So like I said, it has get into this condition. Okay, and that's why it has written me this. Now let's check this one. If my score is equal to 100, obviously this is like it is failing, obviously it will not going to enter here. Again, instead of multiple if, I use Python has defined one more variable, or you can say keyword, predefined keyword, that is elif. So elif is same as else if. Okay, so it is infeasible. If you write multiple if, it will make you confused. Okay, so instead of that, they in C++ or Python we write else if, and to make it more feasible, Python has like change it to elif. Okay, so elif is named as else if also. Now what I am checking here, I am checking 90 less than equal to score less than equal to 100. So if my score is less than equal to 90, also less than equal to 100, so what do you think, what it will return? Oops, true, right? My oh sorry, 90. Why false? Because my score is not equal to 90. I mean, if we haven't wrote equal to here, then it will like obviously false. But why it is coming false? Because 90 less than equal to score less than equal to 100, which means my score is less than 100 less than equal to 90, which is false. My score is 60, right? So that's why it is giving me false. So it will not going to enter into this line also. Now again same here, what it will return? It will return false, because I am even not lying here. I am lying here because my score is 60. My score is 60. So my score is less than 65, which is true, less than equal to 40, second class. Like I said, it will go to this condition. It will, because my score is less than 65, so it will go into this if condition, and then prints, it will print whatever inside it, and then it will return me my output. Now same here, let's say I have defined another statement, that is the coffee is bad. So if bad in statement, obviously bad is available in statement, so this is how we check. So suppose you want to check a keyword inside a statement, so this is how you will be checking. If bad in my statement available, obviously it is returning true, so this so my print statement will be returned. Second statement says if bad in statement 2, obviously there is no bad keyword in this statement, so it will not going to return anything, because it will not going to enter in this if statement. So what it will return? It will return bad review, because on the first statement we have bad available. Now again I am taking here one input of type int, which is number, and I am checking whether the mod of number is equal to 0. So if my number is even, then it will come here, and again it will check another condition, whether it is divisible by 4 or not. If it is divisible by 4, then it will return me divisible by 4. If it is not divisible by 4, it will not going to, obviously if it is not divisible, it will be returned as not divisible by 4. Else, if the number is not even, let's say our number is 13, so it will not going to enter here, because 13 mod 2 not, obviously it doesn't equivalent to 0, so that time it will come here and it will check whether the number is divisible by 3 or not. If it is divisible, then it will return this. If it is not divisible, it will return the last print statement. So let's run it. I'm first typing even number 14. So what do you think it will return me? Not divisible by 4 it will return, right? Yeah, not divisible by 4. Now let's again run. Now I will type odd number 13. Again it will return me this. Now let's say I am typing 9. So what do you think it will return me? Obviously it will return me divisible by 3, right? So hope you understand how it works. So it is basically, this is to check whether the given number is even or odd. Okay, so now I am checking whether the keyword none will give me true statement or false statement. Given me false statement, because none is false. Let me give another example. So what do you think what it will return? True, right? Why? Because none equal to none. So but if none is like a null value, so it will never going to be true. It's like that. Um, you can't assign any value to it. Okay, so it is like by default it is saved as false statement. So it is used when you want you won't want true value, you want like false value. So that time we use if none, then it will automatically go to else statement and return the print of else statement. This is how you will be working with none. Now let's go to for loop. So first of all, to define a for loop, I mean obviously uh, it is little bit different from C++. So basically here how we define. So first of all we define for we write for I is iterable item in range. Okay, so in range means, let me print and show you first. Okay, so whatever the item, like I said, in slicing also, up till whatever number you type, it will be that item minus 1. So that's why up to 4 it has written. Now let's say you want to apply for loop to a list, like I define list a. Now you want to loop this list item. Okay, so you will write for I in a print a. How simple it is, right? So for I in a, which means whatever, oh sorry, I have printed a. So now you can see every element of a list has been printed because I am iterating through all the list items. So this is how loop works, basic example. Now let's say, so basically range is used to so whatever the range you give, like 1 to 9, it will return you 1 to 8, 8th item. Okay, so this is how, I mean, like for example I am showing you. It will return you up till 8. Okay, now let's say I am giving no any index, I mean start index. So what do you think it will return? It will start with 0, but it will end up till minus n minus 1. Okay, so this is how range works. So basically range take input where you have to mention start index, end index, or you can use jumping also, like I have shown here. We'll see just after this. So basically it will take one input also, two input also, like 3 input also, like we did in slicing indexing. Okay, now let's see this example. So it will print out every even item in, sorry, every odd item in the range between 1 to 10. So it will start with 1, skip first two, I mean 1 and 2, 3, and then 3, 4, 5, and then 5, 6, 7, and like that it will be printing out every odd item in between these range. Okay, now let's say, I mean I have already shown you this example. So I have a string. Okay, I have a string with, I mean this sentence, Mary had a little lamb, and then I'm iterating through all the alphabet in my string. So it will iterate through here, 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 every single item, even white space will be iterable. So this is how you will be looping a string. Now let's say you want to print this pattern. Hope you have already done this in C++ or Java. So I am showing same pattern how to do in Python. Okay, now so first of all what you will do, you will create a temporary string where you will be storing the stars. Okay, so you have defined temporary string. Now you will be iterating through whatever the number of line we have. So we have 9th number of line. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, up to 9 line we want, right? So what you will iterate, you will iterate from 0. So if you start from 0, you will have 9 item only. Okay, so n minus 1, which is 8, but if you start from 0, it will be ninth item. Now how peak you want to make it? Obviously you want to make up to 5. Okay, so that's why, I mean, 1 2 3 4 5, 5 level, I mean 5 level you want to add, so that's why I less than 5, so I will start from 0, so that's why 5 level will run up to 4. Okay, now on every iteration you are incrementing star, which means you are adding star and printing it. So first time you will print, I will be 0, which is true. So what will happen, string 1 will append star to it. Okay, now it will print it. Again it will check if condition, if I is greater than 4. Obviously it is false, so it will not going here up till 4. When it reaches last condition, which is 4, so up till 4 it will print till here. Okay, I'm sorry, it will print till here. Now once this starting fail, I mean this starting fails, I mean when I become, I mean greater than 4, which mean I become 4, I mean 5. When I become 5, what will happen, it will not going to run this if condition, it will shift it to this condition. Now what will happen, you are decreasing, I mean you are decreasing, I mean you are removing every star. So first you printed 4 star, then you printed 3 star, then you printed 2 star, and then 1 star. Okay, so this is how you have, I mean basically printed the star in elif condition where I greater than 4. So let's say when I is 5, so the condition is true. Now str1 equivalent to equal to str1 of, so what is it's saying all item minus 2, so all item minus 2, so it will skip the first item, which is this, and it will print this one. Okay, again when I will become 6, it will remove the last item and it will print this. Again it will remove the last item, print this, and this is how it will print out. Now you can see same. So again, now let's say you want to print index as well as that particular value. So what you will use, you will use enumerate. So if you search enumerate function, so it will show it keep the count of iteration. So what I mean by that, so it will keep the input, so iteration number, let's say 0 1 2 3 4, and then it will keep that value also. So if I print this, you will see iteration number with the particular character. So you can see m has been given to index 0, index 1, index 2, like that. So that is how we use, I mean if you want to store index, then you will use this. Now next comes check whether the given string is, I mean vowel or not. So obviously a, e, I, o, u you guys already know. So for alphabet in my string, which is this string, how many how many item basically belongs to alphabet in a, e, I, o, u. So if it is present in a, I, u, it will going to append in vowel. Okay, so this is how I am appending. So if so vowel is like assigned to empty, now I am appending if it is there. So if alphabet in a, I, u, for some iterating in this line, I am checking if alphabet in this 5 character, if it is there, I am appending space and that particular alphabet. So you will see, you will find these many A's and then IEA. Again this is a this I am checking like uh, how many even numbers are there, how many odds number are there. So basically I defined two strings, and then I am checking all the number whether each of the item is I mean either even or odd. So here you can see, for every even item I have stored in all even, for every odd item I have stored in odd item. So I mean this one is similar to above example that I have shown. Now come to bigger picture. Now I have defined three list of inventories, fruit and vegetable. Now I will basically count fruits and count vegetables. Okay, so how I'm doing it? So basically I'm iterating through list of inventories. So list of inventories we have apple, banana, potato, all of this. So if item present in fruit, so if the given item present in fruit, it will be I'm appending +1 to the count. Okay, so if I am assigned 0, if I have found apple, then it will check whether that particular item available in fruit or vegetable. If present in fruit, it will count 0 plus 1. If it is vegetable, it will count 0 plus 1, and it will keep going on until all the item is iterated, and this way I will have what is the number of fruit and vegetable. So we have 3 fruit and 2 vegetable. Okay, now I think this I have already shown you on above example. So basically a split is used to split on white spaces, and that's how it is splitting the statement where it find the white statement. Okay, now I am checking whether do we have any item that starts with check. So in Python we have built-in function which is named as starts with, which basically check whether the given string or statement has start with that particular condition that we are giving. So I am giving hash. If it is starting with hash, it will print that. So you can see beautiful and morning start with hash. So first what I did, I splitted in every, if you don't give anything, it will split on white spaces, and it splitted and it is checking every particular words whether they start with hash or not. If start with hash, give me after 0th index, which mean from 1th index what is that particular word is named as. This is how it's named as. So this example I have already shown you. It's a dictionary example. So yeah, that's all in conditional, if else and looping. So thank you guys, we'll see you in next tutorial.